this place. Good morning and welcome to my channel. Happy Friday. I'm Britt. This is my channel, brittwriterly. We do these sprints every Friday from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm actually at my parents' house now, so I'm in the Central Time Zone. But we're also ending like a little early today because I'm at an online conference and they have a session starting at 11:30. So we're gonna shuffle on about 11 off by like 11:20 or so. So we're just gonna do 2 30-minute sprints. I'm gonna greet y'all in the chat and then we're gonna hop right in to make sure that we can at least get a good hour in together. And I will let Shay introduce herself before I forget, like I've been doing for the past month.
Hey everybody, I'm Shay. My channel is Shay with the Hobbies. I be writing, I be reading, I be creating. If that's something you think you could be interested in, come on over to my channel and let's have a good time. Hey. All right, that's all I got.
What are y'all reading today? I will probably be doing a mix of things. I don't know. We're gonna do 2 sprints. So I think for the first one, I'm gonna do this. It's sort of a Bible study. I'm reading this book. I'm reading 2 books that are really good. One is Business Not As Usual by Sharon C. Cooper. It's a romance. It's not a Bible study. That's what I was listening to this morning. It's good. And look at this cover. Cute. So that's what I'm reading. And the girl's name is Dreamy. And she's funny. But the book I'm probably going to be reading to sort of start the day with a Bible study is Love Like You've Never Been Hurt, Hope, Healing, and the Power of an Open Heart by Jensen Franklin. And his wife contributed to the book also. And it's been really good thus far. And so I'm going to read that for the first sprint, I think, and do some other administrative Bible class stuff for my class, I think. And then hopefully the last sprint I can squeeze in working a little bit on my dissertation because it feels like this might be my only chance for the day. Which it's not freaking me out, but I hope to spend all day on it. And I actually feel like it today. And that's looking like an impossibility. But anyway, Shay, what are you reading today?
So, Deidre read When the Reckoning Is Coming. She was like, "We need to read it. We need to talk about it." So, it came in yesterday, but I still have the Cartographers, and y'all know I've been trying to finish that since the beginning of this year. And it's not that I don't like it; I really like it. It's just that everybody else want to read it too. So every time I don't get to finish it, I gotta wait in line for it to come back around. So I'm like, let me hopefully finish it today. Let me not say that because then y'all might actually hold me to it, and I don't even want that kind of pressure in life. So never mind. You should end the wrong thing. And you mute it. Your face was loud, but you were muted.
Because I'm sick of this stupid StreamYard update.
I told you. Did I not say it before?
No, this is the same thing it's been doing. I was really surprised and happy that it let me share my screen last week when you weren't here, because for the past couple weeks before that, it hadn't been letting me, and I was doing it again. It's not letting me share the other internet tab I have open with the timer.
Okay, you want me to do it?
Yes, please.
All right, I got you.
StreamYard, this is not how you get people to pay money for you, by screwing up your regular service package. Okay, Pat is reading Before I Let Go by Kennedy Ryan. I love her name. Tia is starting A Song for You by Robin Crawford on audio. Hopefully you enjoy reading it, Shay. Good morning, Ari. Make sure y'all smash that like button. Thank you for watching it live. If you're watching it on the replay, thank you. Put a little thumbs up in your comment also so that we know you're here. So I feel like people will be watching on the replay, but just be ghost watching, and I never know that they're here. And then eventually they'll be like, "Oh yeah, I've been watching." I'm like, but I've
That's why I
never.
shout out if Abby ends up seeing this and joining because she's at work and she's
Mhm.
across the pond. Shout out to Abby because Abby will comment. Abby will definitely let you know that she has seen your live and
I
she
haven't seen Abby in a long time.
like, yeah, no, she commented on one of mine for like the first time in a while. I know she's like had like things
So
going on
she's
in her
okay.
personal life and everything. And
Yeah.
like she moved this year for like the first time in a while, like out of her parents' house and with her,
Good for her.
yeah. So
You
it's like,
go,
oh,
Abby.
yeah, I be rooting for her. She's one of my little favorite over across the pond people. Her and Pat, real one,
Yeah.
real.
Real ones, yes. Hey, Maya. Currently
Hey,
reading Little Thieves
girl.
by Margaret Owen. Okay, I'll be looking forward to a report on how you feeling about it. Just at the half point, at the 30-minute mark, you let me know how you feeling. Okay, we're gonna get into this first prince. We can make sure to get our two in. Shay, you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, and 3, 2, 1. Y'all turn them pages.
All right, that's the sprint.
Hi, y'all. Okay, sorry, I don't know how long the sprint's been over. I went to call my sister's dog because I peeked out to see if I fed him before the sprint. Peeked out to see if he had eaten because he was asleep. And while I see the cat out there eating his food, I said, Cat, this is not my parents' cat, by the way. It is a neighbor's cat it's a stray cat, essentially, who has made friends with my sister's dog because he doesn't know the meaning of the word stranger. And so now they're besties, which is fine. But so my parents have named this cat who has adopted us, Kit the cat. So Kit the cat out there eating this dog food, and Noah is nowhere to be seen. And she has made a dent in this man's bowl. I said, Noah, he run the corner. I said, Noah, I know I've been gone for a minute. So I'm like, I know you may not remember me, but I need you to come get your food for this girl. Eat all of your stuff. He come around the corner and he just stops for a second, like, I know that I know you from somewhere. So he just looking at me, I'm looking at him for like a good 5 seconds. And I'm like, hi. And he hops. He does this like 2 paw hop. I don't know that I've ever seen Noah walk separating his front paws. He a little hop along. So he's excitedly hopping on up here. I'm like, hi, eat your food. And he goes over to it. And as soon as I called Noah, she ran. My sister told me when I was on the way home, she was like, he smacked her good the other day for eating his food first. And I was like, because they done had that conversation before. I know they have. He has told her, listen, I don't mind sharing, but don't be in my bowl before me. And she did it again, and he mollywopped her because he was like, you don't believe that furry paws get warm. So he bopped her. And now when I called him, she was like, oh, and moved. She was across that porch before he even came around the corner. She was like, I don't know who did that. The squirrels. The squirrels. I tell you, the drama that pets be having with each other, it's hilarious. It is so hilarious. Anyway, this book is so good. I'm on chapter 4 now. I stopped at the end of chapter 3 and was like studying one of the scriptures that he mentioned. But he said this thing in the middle of the chapter, and it was Christ's love was not cautious, it was extravagant. And I think that is such a good word when thinking about healing and forgiveness, that like sometimes in our anger we want to just like grudgingly forgive or only give just enough, and it's like, well, that's not the model though. The model was extravagant forgiveness. Like, we didn't just mess up for the 50th time about this thing that we said that we were done doing. So that quote really got me. This is a good chapter. I mean, it's been a good book, a really great book so far. I'm glad I'm buddy reading it with a friend from church. So that's exciting. She's on chapter 6, so I gotta catch up. But anyway, so that was my sprint. How did you do, Shay?
I got through 3 chapters and wait, and so technically I got through an hour of audiobook in that time.
Okay.
So I just now have just under 11 hours left in the book. So I could totally finish it today. I don't have nothing else to do but
What are
crochet
you reading?
and the cartographers.
Oh,
Yeah, so
yes, yes, yes.
yeah, the cartographers. So not at the halfway mark, but it is getting good. Like
Okay.
the mystery is like, I mean, not getting good because
Mm-hmm.
it's been good the whole time, but it's getting deeper in
Mm-hmm.
the mystery is what I mean.
Okay.
I fed the dogs and I made me some cereal, so it's a good W morning so far.
Okay. All right. Pat, cozy reading as the weather is miserable. Oh no, high winds and rain. That sucks. Hey, Vina. Hope work is going well. Already read a couple chapters of high school. Okay. All right, we're gonna get one more sprint in, and that'll take us to about 11:15, and then we're gonna sign off. Um, I am going to. I was reading through this chapter of Isaiah 30, which he references to talk about God promising to heal. Which is what's funny is I'll have to go back and see how he like referenced it. But what's funny is like this is not God being like, "Oh, that person hurt you. I'm gonna redeem you. Don't worry." Which like that happens in Isaiah, but this is not that chapter. This is him being like, "I told you what to do." And because they said something that sounded sweeter, you went over there and you got your feelings hurt. Which like feelings hurt is more like you got like actually hurt. Now you're in bondage. Now you're terrified. But I'm still gonna redeem you. Which is like there it's both of them are promises of healing, but it just hits different when it's like this is not something that was you're not a victim. You're hurt because of your own foolishness and hard-heartedness, but I'm still going to be faithful to you even though you're not faithful to me, which again is a model of extravagant forgiveness. Because I think for us, we're like, oh, they didn't have the right to do that to me. And it's like, right, but we don't have the right to sin against God, but we do, and He still forgives us. So really, when we're talking about who has the right to sin against us, it's kind of small potatoes. It doesn't feel that way, but that's the utility of looking at a model. Get some perspective. So I'm glad I read this chapter deeper because I was like, wait a minute, this sounds like it was their fault. I was like, yeah, it was. Okay, we're gonna go into yes, hydrate. Thank you, Pat, for always telling us to drink water and mind our business. Shay about to go get her gallon. I stopped paying attention to chapters, but I went from
No,
77 to
we're all out of gallons. For like every time I went to Walmart, there were no gallons of water. I've been having to do the 20 ounces, and let me tell you, it is annoying. It is annoying.
I can imagine. I'm glad I'm just drinking my parents' water. I'm like, do y'all need this? I hope you don't need I can have this, right? It's good to be home. Anyway, um, mine went from 77% to 90% through the book. Yay! Love it so much more than I expected. The author does so well with building this world and timelines. This is the little thieves everywhere, right? I've been hearing that. I want to read it. I'm not in a YA mood right now. And Beast of Ruin got by the top of my list, but I do want to read Little Thieves. I have been wanting to read that. I'm 60% done with Blood is another word for hunger. Oh, what a is that a River Solomon book? I feel like Chloe was talking on Twitter about like seeing a parallel between hey Deidre about seeing a parallel between a couple of Rivers books. But that title, giving it. Speaking of titles and really speaking of covers, have y'all seen Brittany Lewis's new cover? What's that book? The Dark Place, right? I don't know, but that cover is giving. I feel like her. Okay, cool. Might be into it. It's a short. Oh goodness! If you were in the premiere of our November Radley conversation, you know the significance of short. But thank you for the rec, Deidre. I'm gonna have to put it on my list. And it's audio. That's lovely. That's lovely. Okay. Um. Yeah. Let's get into our last friend. Oh, just Little Thieves. Just Little Thieves feels like a fairy tale retelling, but I don't know for sure. Okay, I'll look it up. I mean, honestly, the fact that it's not fantasy might also be a good palate cleanser. Maybe it's just the fantasy people Maybe it's just the young adults in fantasy that are annoying me. And like in general fiction fantasy, I'm like, this I can deal with. Who knows? All right, y'all ready for our final sprint? And 3, 2, 1. Y'all turn them pages. Okay, I had to move because my laptop needed a outlet. Okay. So that one went well. I finished my Bible study, wrapped it up at the beginning of the sprint. I am back to reading business, not as usual. I am really loving this book. I would definitely reread it as a comfort read. I definitely want to read more of Sharon C. Cooper. Um, I like it. They both needed to grow, but it wasn't any big, huge drama. Da da da. It was just like we're just growing, babe. Was I also watching a pup video of a puppy getting like his ears ripped by his mom? Yeah, but it relaxed me. So what's the judgment? Um, yeah, I do Bible study. I do indeed. Very, very often, as a matter of fact. Because when I don't, that's when I start slipping. It's the beginning of the end. Okay. Mayama, it's been a long time. Welcome back. Trying to finish the graphic novel This Place for the Skoden Marathon. I've seen people doing the Skoden Marathon. I don't know anything about it or what Skoden means, but it's going well. It's going well. Shay grinning like she knows something. I'm sure she does because I think Deidre's in on it. Shay said, I do indeed know nothing. Hey, Nicole, sneaking in while you're working. We appreciate that. Miss Ocampo, finishing reports and then finish them right at the end of the sprint. That's timing for you. Then I have to write some major fight scenes in my novel. Good luck. I love fight scenes, and they're also just a little overwhelming to write sometimes, depending on how many people are in the fight. If it's like a one-to-one fight scene, all right, cool. I can get happy with that. I can do some things. But if it's like a battle scene, whoo, yeesh, it's a lot. It's a lot. I love the boom. Mind the boom. Y'all are the best. Y'all are the best. I have the best people in the chat. We're like, don't forget this. Don't forget that. Make sure you do this. Y'all are amazing. I have to figure out how I can make an old hotel. Do that for the finale of my novel. Oh, ha! Make an old hotel go boom. There are many possibilities. Have fun. Morning, Margaret. Oh, Skoden. Like, Skoden. Got it. Right? Is that what you're saying? Is that what she's saying? Shay. Shay, your face. Shay's face was like, I don't know. I'm gonna stay out of that. Is that what you were saying? Like it's the word? Like it's the smushing together of let's go then? Is that what you were saying? The fight scenes are the hardest things so far because it's basically group fight. Yay, okay, it's a squish word phrase. Okay, I was gonna feel really bad if you were like, no, it's a word, it's an indigenous word, you dork. Okay, good, great. The fight scenes are the hardest thing so far because it's basically a group fight, and the finale will be the hardest part. Yeah, no, I remember hashtag First Fantasy has a huge battle at the end with so many people. I'm talking about so many people. Shay, do you remember that scene?
Because remember, I've read a lot of versions of that story.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Oh my gosh. I like how it turned out though. What do you think of it? I mean, it's been a long time.
Every time you say that, I say shouldn't have left you without a dope beat to step to. You said it like 3 times, and in my head, I say that every
That's
time
what I'm
you say
saying in
it.
my head. Say it
Oh,
out.
okay. Okay, and I was like, every time you say it's been a long time, I just hear Timberland, and I just gotta finish
Yes.
it every single time. No. It came out really good when you finished it, but there was
Hmm.
so much going on. Like the first time, I was like, "Baby, what is going on?" I did. Are you sure? Because this is a lot. This is a
Very
lot.
chaotic.
This is a lot going on. I can't keep up. Everybody everywhere. It's stuff going off. Buildings falling. The mall falling apart. It's a lot. It's a lot.
I'm talking about the final battle scene when they're actually in the deep.
Okay, well then don't give me the line because I was thinking about
The mall scene.
the mall scene and how I was like, "What is going on? She under a building? It's a bar on her. What is going on?" Yeah, yeah.
That was very fun for me.
That was a lot. As a reader, I was like, "Oh my god! Oh my god! Are they gonna make it?" It was very
We
stressful.
don't
It was a
know.
very stressful time as a reader.
Yeah. I think when you, for me, because hashtag first fantasy right now is the only, that's not true. Hashtag third fantasy does as well. But I'm still refining those scenes. So hashtag first fantasy is the only project I have like finished that has lots of fight scenes with multiple people. And the multi POV really helped. And it also like taught me a way to write that feels less overwhelming for me. If not for the reader, but I sort of what's the word? I manufacture anxiety for my reader. It's a fight. They're not supposed to be calm. Um, so because hashtag first fantasy is a multi POV, that helped me only focus on what's going on with this person in this part of the battle. And so now when I'm writing like bigger scenes, it's like don't try to give a bird's eye view of the entire thing for an extended period of time. Give like a snapshot of the overview and then go in and give like how where people are on the ground with it. And that helped me, at least as a writer, to create a scene that was like, yes, there's a lot going on. Yes, it should be a little bit disorienting, but you shouldn't come out of it not knowing what just happened. Like you should know that so and so was like crushed under a bar. You should know that so and so had to get rescued from da da da. Like you should know what each individual person went through in the battle rather than just coming out being like, I don't know what happened. It was a battle. Lots of us got slapped around. So that really helped me. Um, it's not Avengers Endgame, but I'm introducing the final bosses. My heroes are taking down an entire court of vampires and they have no idea. Wow. Yeah, that does sound big. Oh my gosh, it's 11:28. We gotta go. Y'all have an amazing weekend. I'm Britt. That's Shay. Goodbye.
Bye, y'all.